So, when listening to this recording, the first part, I wanted to say, therefore, from Constantine's point of view, Christianity was very good because it was another version of the mystery cult, and he was a devotee of the Persian version, and it was extremely strong religion in his army. Now, he didn't want to surrender this, he's solar Invictus. But on the other hand, Christianity was not so different. It's got this notion of the, the Persian version was, as you'd expect, given the Scythian flavour of the culture, was extremely military-based and ideal for the military, the army. Except it was one's enemy's religion. That was not ideal when you're fighting Persia. So, Christianity was a pretty good runner-up from his point of view. It was a mystery cult, only not applied to Persian culture, but Hebrew culture. And that was part of the empire. So that's all right, that's under my control. His mother was a follower of it. Mother seems to still be very important in his life, although not acceptable to the Roman cultural elite because they were not Christian. So he keeps her at a distance from the court for her well-being. He sends her on tours to the Holy Land to work out which places of the Jesus story should be elevated as shrines, and it doesn't really matter whether she's right or wrong, provided it keeps her busy, and that's fine. The Persians had planted the Mithraic mystery cult religion to the Roman Empire via the Mediterranean pirates, who had a significant influence with the ports, and Constantine's army was largely Mithraic, certainly not Christian. Not the ideal when you're fighting an enemy with soldiers of the enemy's religion. So, engineering the control of both his own society and his military, he makes himself head of the Christian religion, basically. The Pope's his right-hand man, so to speak, the chief bishop of Rome, and he presides over what his doctrine is supposed to be. He's the chairman of the committee each time they have a synod. He calls them when he wants a point, or they want a point sorted out. And, classically on his coins, one side he's got the Christian strange sort of cross that he felt he saw in the sky when he had the Battle of Malvern Bridge, whatever it was. And he devoted himself to the Christian God, so to speak. On the other side, he's got a picture of himself, and written around it is Sola Invictus, making it clear that he's still head of the Mithraic religion as well. So provided you comply with the state religion of Christianity, all is well. So as priests convert overnight, They realise what's good for them. Christianity is definitely what's good for them. And who knows how many bishops were really as Mithraic as they'd been before. And there would have been the new bishops, of course, that were from existing churches across the empire, Christian, and those that fell in line with cooperation with the emperor would get the emperor's support, funds, protection, and so forth. Everybody was happy, including apparently God, who put up with this for some good few centuries. And indeed, much corruption in the church. But then you see, God puts up with, so to speak, much corruption in this world generally. And I think it may be, indeed, that we may compare the good with the bad and be enlightened by such presentation and, if necessary, practice. Learning the hard way. Being part of the evil. Well, to me that explains best why there's so much good and bad around, and yet God is all powerful and all loving. It's that beyond our understanding, perhaps, the bad is there for a very good reason and is instrumental in bringing us to enlightenment. So one can say most sincerely, thank you, Heavenly Father, and also perhaps pray that you learn the easy way by observation and not by the school of hard knocks, to put it mildly. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.